waterfall just now? How did we suddenly end up here? Oh, so many clouds. It feels like we're hiding.
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the sunset Vermilionite we're looking for should be in here.
Really? Let Paimon see! Huh? Isn't... Look, it's gone and snuck beneath the clouds. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete. Oh, could there be something below the clouds?
These are not real clouds. They are the product of an Adepti art used for spatial partitioning. If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is maintaining the Adepti art.
Alright, then let's do it!
I sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't know where they are hiding, so we'd better be careful. Manifest! Unleash! Shine down! Manifest! Transfiguration! There is no escape! Take your true form! This time, why not allow me to take care of this?
To dust! Terra Smash!
Inadmissible evidence! Steady as stone.
Shine down!
As a dutiful maid would. I'll catch up.
The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance.
Terra Smash!
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first. Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered! Boom! Leave it all to me. Obey! Ha! There is no escape. I must leave no stone unturned.
Terra Smash! To dust!
Shine down! Now you shall perish! Breath of the flame! Incinerate! Leave it all to me, as a good knight should.
Cool.
We're gonna fall. This time, we're really gonna fall. So high. Luckily, there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently. Hey! That series on the move again. Let's catch up with it.
Cryo incarnate! Manifest!
Terra Smash!
Illusion shattered! Boom! I must leave no stone unturned. There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered!
To dust!
There is no escape! Inadmissible evidence! Incinerate! Time to clean up. Leave it all to me. Boom! Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish. Insolent.
Terra Smash!
Obey! Manifest! Illusion shattered! By ordinance divine! Unleash! Breath of the flame! Motion to compel! I must leave no stone unturned. As a... Inazuma shines eternal!
Is this it? Is this the sunset vermilionite?
You must.
It's
Plostrite doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does Plostrite reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and ascending up into the heavens.
Wow, Shenhe, you seem to know everything about this.
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight for me and start telling story after story. I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy like this.
Hold on a sec. Paimon just realized if we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? Heck, we'll be dragged up into this. But if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it? This rock must weigh well over a that.
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Are you sure?
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a Plostrite sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged. My safety.
That's right. Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything. But if something this heavy lands on you, you gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy objects. It's just common sense.
Is it now? I'll go on ahead with the Plostrite. Let's meet at the building site later.
How is Shenhe able to carry that huge rock all by herself? Adepti super strength much? We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building site.
Guys. How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's got to be one of those Adepti, surely.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year...
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. Congrats! I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhe and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest Plostrite specimen. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found?
In truth, it is the finest piece of Plostrite we have received so far. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to proceed to the next stage of construction. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. If you need a place to rest, you are welcome to stay there. Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot...
Shenhe! Just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praise.
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about it? Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold their head up high and...
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an Adeptus,
okay.
treat me with great deference and respect,
কি করে?
as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, because that's how Adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too. Way different than
But I am not...
Shenhe?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a...
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use, right? Let's go check in and take a rest.
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness to sit and...
You can't do that. It's dangerous out in the wild, and when you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. All right? Seriously, don't punish yourself like this.
Okay. If you...
Great! Now we're talking. Let's head to our hotel.
Terra Smash!
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along?
So far, so good. Yeah.
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the
Cool. So, what's her
Her Adeptus name. Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus?
Don't all adepti?
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shen...
Oh, right. Wait, what? What? You knew already?
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from...
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods are extreme.
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever-vigilant inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster.
That sounds so dangerous.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally, and are highly reliant on that she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with one dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike. Only after she was satisfied that...
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, Shenhe might have...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate continued, one suspects that Shenhe may have...
That's still so dangerous, though. Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a god?
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind, and she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age. Seeing that she was homeless, one decided... Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti arts. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, they grew stronger day by day. Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. The red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexpressive. Perhaps the red ropes are so powerful that they have suppressed some of her... It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has...
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up on Shenhe.
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect. The truth is that while Liyue Harbor may seem peaceful to... Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she does not, let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time, and night is approaching.
So, Shenhe isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti. Oh, no wonder she doesn't like being treated as an Adeptus. Having everyone falling over themselves to show their respect all the time must be kind of hard to deal with.
There seem to have been a growing number of tales told regarding Shenhe in recent years. Perhaps she was seen on the previous occasion when one has heard that a playwright in Liyue Harbor wrote an opera based on the legends told about her. It is called... The play portrays her as making a stand to protect her fellow villagers.
Oh.